It's what I call evolving and preparing for the future, you know, and that's what I do, you know, and it's one of the things that you have to do to be able to take on all this extra work. And if you can't, then well, Ray's gonna get that work, and you're not, because I got all the equipment. Equipment's everything. You gotta spend the money on equipment. Stay out the damn bars, stay out the clubs, stay out the convenience stores, and buy yourself a lawnmower. I don't know. Oh, good morning, good morning. It's Wednesday morning, and here we go. We got another good list today. We got yeah, everything is well, it's starting to grow. So by now y'all seen the video from yesterday. I appreciate all the comments on it, man. You know, I know the video was a little bit long yesterday. I didn't really mean for it to be that long, but the dude called me, so that added another, you know, 8 or 9 minutes to it. So today we got a long list, about like yesterday. A couple things have changed though, as far as the scope for the week. You know, I was pushing to try to do that brush cutting job tomorrow. Well, that's not gonna happen. Well, the main, and it's a good thing really, because, well, there's 4 other homeowners over there that he knew, his neighbors, want me to do theirs too. It's just about me going over there and talking about money. All of them know the minimum of what I charge, right? Because he told them. And that's why he, you know, again, like I was saying yesterday, you know, he weighed his options, and though he was gonna, you know, pay me to do it, and I mean, he had already, you know, we already shook on it. I mean, it was a done deal. And now down in the South, on little jobs like that, I can shake their hand and I can look at them and tell, you know, sometimes you can just tell. Well, Ray, you need a written contract and all that. Yeah, I know. But anyway, so I was already planning on doing that job. The other owners over there called me. Now, I'm going to return their calls today, because I had already turned my phone off. They were calling me. It was like, you know, 9:30, 10 o'clock last night. Yeah, well, I was in the midst of other shit. So I'll return all the calls today. And so I have 4 people, and then him. So that's a total of 5 people over there, and they're all gonna be at, you know, I know both the neighbors on both sides of him want me to do theirs too. Now it's just about talking about money. They already know about how much money I'm gonna charge anyway. And nobody's gonna cut that crap for, you know, any cheaper than me, especially if I'm already over there doing the one cut. So I figure, you know, if I can go over there in a day and make $2,000, I don't care how many of them I cut. Well, Ray, you might be leaving money on the table doing it like that. Yeah, but they'll call me back next year too. And next year, and next year. You see, right now, and the way it works out, the way it all shakes out is you got to look at it like this too. You can turn just a simple customer into more. And this is how I did it. So, this customer is one of the customers that the young man turned me on to, right? Y'all remember back when he gave me about 15 customers, and only about 5 of them I actually wanted to do. So, but there's a lot of things that he couldn't do that I can do. See, well, he's young, you know, he's like, you know, and you know, this is not his main job. So, as soon as I went over there, I saw how those nice houses have that back draw. I call it a draw area. It's where all the water goes down to some ravine or something, then it carries the water down to a detention pond or whatever. And usually, you know, those areas are pretty rough. And you can tell when you go in that neighborhood that they pretty much spent all the landscape money, the builders, on the front yards. They didn't do nothing in the back. You know, very little. If they put 20 pallets of sod down, they put 15 in the front and 5 in the back, or something like that. I'm just saying. And they're all the same, you know, pretty much the same. You know, you got big front yards where the house sits way off the road. Not way off the road, but it sits, you know, 100 yards off the road or whatever, 50 yards off the road. And then you got pretty manicured lawn. Now, that neighborhood is not going to do anything but get bigger. As I ride through these neighborhoods, especially these new ones, and, you know, you can see where they just stopped building. It wasn't because, well, they wrapped up the neighborhood. No. That's so they could sell some of the properties they've already built and then to finance the rest of the neighborhood. So over there in that neighborhood, I think there's like 65 homes going up over there. Now they put like 20 of them, 25 of them over there. I think that the owner told me it was 2 phases, and they've done phase 1. So phase 2 is going to be, you know, running around in the neighborhood on out. And that is, and if I can get over there, I'm not really concerned now. I mean, at first I was, but my perspective has changed a little bit since, because I'm not really concerned about how much I'm going to make off that one customer now. Everything has changed now. Now that I see that everybody over there, not everybody, but a lot of people over there are wanting me to do this. I mean, I just talked to him Monday about, you know, doing that rough cut. But anyway, the more stuff you can do, the more money you can make, I guess is really what I'm trying to say. Yeah. I mean, if you get enough of them over there, right? I mean, for me, if I get enough of them over there, I could do them for $400 each. And I'm going to give him a great deal. I mean, if he can get, I'll tell you what, if Duke can get me more, I'll damn near cut his for free. Not for free, but maybe I'll cut his for $300 if he got me 6 other ones over there, 7 counting his. And see, that's what that's you're making money then. And not only are you making money, but you're also building relationships with people that's got a little bit of money. They're not, you know, I mean, they're not wealthy, but obviously they don't mind spending. At least the 4 other customers that have called me, I got 4 messages on my phone. Call me tomorrow, call me tomorrow, call me tomorrow. So I'm going to be calling them today, and I'm probably going to have to go back out there and look at some stuff. So tomorrow, I'm not even going to try to do those tomorrow. I mean, well, I can't because I won't have time. But guess what? Next week is what? The slow week. Next week will be the week I do it. And I'm so glad I didn't hardcore move a lot of stuff over to next week. Because if all I'm going to be doing is cutting lawns, I'm going to have to balance out the days and the weeks. But it looks like this week we're going to get away with a 4-day work week. Because tomorrow I've been clawing at the schedule to get Thursday to free day so I could go over there and get that $600. Well, let's just pump the brakes a little bit and let's get everything organized and let's go over there and let's make a couple thousand. So that's just, you know, beautiful thing, man. It's a beautiful thing. I love it. And that's a brand new neighborhood. This is only the 2nd summer they've lived there. So they're going to be starting to build the other phases. 5 years from now, I might be doing 10 or 15 of them over there. And then, you know, you never know. And then these HOAs, you got to look at the potential of the work that you're doing now. So I showed y'all the roadside HOA yesterday, okay? Y'all saw that. And y'all, I don't know if y'all noticed, but across the street, there's another HOA. and they got a roadside. They just haven't got the HOA developed yet to where they're, you know, truly an HOA, but they're going to be one. Guess who's going to be cutting that, y'all? You know I am. You know I am. Why would I not? Because that HOA is going to call that HOA and say, hey, who you got cutting that roadside out there? They all run in circles. The developer's the same developer on all that over there. The same builder. You know? So, it's what I call evolving and preparing for the future. You know? And that's what I do. You know? And it's one of the things that you have to do to be able to take on all this extra work. And if you can't, then well, Ray's gonna get that work, and you're not, because I got all the equipment. Equipment's everything. You gotta spend the money on equipment. Stay out the damn bars, stay out the clubs, stay out the convenience stores, and buy yourself a lawnmower. I don't know. I've had guys that come out here, y'all, this is for real. They'll go into these convenience stores every day. And they'll get them a pack of smokes. You get them a couple lottery tickets, $20 a day. $100 a week. Yeah, $100 a week. If y'all, I don't know if y'all noticed, and it's kind of hard, I don't know what everybody notices on video or not. If you're not out here in the game like I am, there's a lot of things that you might think about that you'll never see me do, but somebody that's not out here wouldn't even think about it. Y'all never see me go into a convenience store. I never go in them. I don't even go in them. Y'all see me get gas, and I pull up and get fuel, but I don't go in the store. I buy my groceries once a week at Walmart. Bro, you just cheap. I like nice shit, man. And what I consume out here is, well, I drink water, and I don't eat nothing out here until I get home. So my biggest vice out here is, well, my Sammy time, but I gotta eat lunch. So I don't know, man, but the kind of money I see the guys that work for me, not everybody, but the majority of them, the kind of money I see them spend at the convenience stores, they could buy a lawnmower. They really could. So, but back over there to all that work I'm gonna get. I'm fixing to get a bunch of work over there, y'all. And there comes both the guys at the same time. I love it, y'all. 8 o'clock. All right, y'all. Let me get everything rolling, and I'll kick back, man. Peace out. Okay, y'all. So we just got done with the second one. I probably won't get no mowing footage until we get over there to some of the bigger cuts. Zach is on. I got a complaint here for yesterday, the HOA.
Your call has been...
Everywhere there are tall weeds in the ditch and everywhere, I sprayed it. On the big HOA, you know, they were saying that we didn't weed eat the fence line. I sprayed the fence line, the whole thing, all the way. I put 2 gallons of spray out there yesterday. No, 3 gallons of spray. So, you know, I hate it when they do that. You gotta be patient.
It's just sometimes you...
It's only the second time we cut it this year.
The second time?
Yeah, only the second time. What else I got, y'all? But everybody did great today, man. We didn't do as much today as we've been doing, but we still did about 950. not a bad day at all, really. So, had a hell of a week though, man. 3 days. We've done more in 3 days. Okay. Hey, Chad.
Hey, Ray, how you doing?
I'm good, good. So, you were saying that the water line got hit? Is that what you were saying?
Oh,
Because I was backing that trailer up in there, man. So, I don't know how close the water line is to the driveway.
well, no, they're tire tracks. It's just a matter of, and the neighbors thought it was the mulch, whoever backed it up, or if you did. Oh, on the side of the driveway is the water meter, but then there's a green top for the irrigation connector, and the tire and the weight went over that irrigation, and then it split that PVC pipe, broke off the valve, and then it was just a flood out there. And I was out of town.
I didn't see no water coming out or anything. But when I pulled out of there or nothing, and we came back the next morning to get the push mower, and I didn't notice any water or anything on the road.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Well, do you remember going off the driveway?
Well, when I was pulling out, when I was pulling out, I was having to go around that basketball goal. I couldn't move the basketball goal. I was trying to move it, and so when I was coming out, when I left, I think it happened when I left the last trip out of there. Because
Gotcha.
I mean, if I need to pay something, I'll be, whatever I need to do.
Yeah. Well, I mean, listen, I'll split it with. I mean, it cost me when I called Fitzgerald. They came out. It cost me $525 to fix it.
Okay.
But I'm not going to listen. Things like that happen. So if you're open to just splitting it with me, then I'll just take it off my next payment to you for mowing.
I mean, we can do that, or I can Venmo you, or whatever, however you want to do it. That's fair. I appreciate it. I mean, I want to make sure that we're good. I don't like to.
Yeah.
And it ain't enough money to turn in on my insurance, so.
No. Listen, you've done a good job. I've enjoyed working with you over the years. So things like that happen, and so let's just split it, and we'll do $250 a piece.
Sounds good, man. I appreciate you, man.
You got it, man.
I appreciate you. I'm sorry about that, man. I'm like, what can I say, right? What can I say? My bad. I mean, I feel bad about it, but I didn't. Well, I think that if I had done it backing up in there, I would have definitely noticed water coming out, right? So I had to have done it when I was leaving.
Yeah. Yeah. No. When they showed me a video, when it was.
Damn,
it was definitely gushing, and maybe it took a while for it to kind of get up to the top or whatever, but I have like a little video of my neighbor Dave, which next door.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he was watching.
I'm in Florida, and he sticks his arm way down in the water trying to figure out which one it is, and then trying to turn off the water to the house, and then but anyway, things like that happen, man. It's no problem. I just appreciate.
And I want to address it and make sure that I ain't one of these type guys that go, hey, I didn't do that. No way. Oh, I ain't gonna pay for that. I know we make mistakes. And I can't even blame that on one of the guys.
Yeah.
I can't do nothing but look in the mirror, man. I can't do nothing but look in the mirror, man.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It happens, but no, I appreciate you giving me a call about it and talking through it. So.
All right, let's that sounds good to me, man. We're over there in the morning, man. And I didn't want it was going to be raining, so I did not want to spray that right before it rained. So I have not sprayed the back yet. The very back. Now I sprayed the front beds and all because we were doing the mulch, but I have not sprayed that back. And I want to make sure it's not going to rain as soon as I spray it, because the spray is kind of expensive to be just spraying around for nothing.
No, I appreciate that.
So, mistakes happen, man. I mean, and I can't even blame nobody. That's on me, man. I didn't think we busted. I didn't think we busted I busted the line. I knew I ran off the driveway though. that damn basketball goal in the way. But you know, I'll pay the $250, man. You know, it happens, man. So, but he's pretty cool about it. I mean, as cool as you can be. I mean, I certainly didn't notice any water running into the street or nothing, and you know, the next morning when we went over there, but maybe maybe the neighbor had already turned the water off, you know. All right, let me grab my sandwich.